Sustainability is no longer just an environmental discussion. It's increasingly a business strategy discussion. And it seems we have a marriage of sorts between advocacy and sustainability, and they are becoming inseparable issues for cleaning companies that want to remain competitive, influence policy, and prepare for future market demands. With me today is Steve Ashkin, who will help us navigate the details of this topic. Steve, welcome to the program. Glad to have you.
Jeff, it's my pleasure to be here. And that was a great introduction. I don't know how much more we need to share with the audience.
Let's share a little bit more because this interview is part of an article you wrote, Steve, about advocacy, meeting sustainability, a really good piece that addresses some issues and some needs. And I know you feel strongly about this. So I have a few questions, but before I get into those, anything you want to say to start off with to tell us a little bit about this piece?
Well, the most important thing I want to say is thank you to everyone who's taking a few minutes to listen to this interview and who's willing to read the article. Candidly, Jeff, these people are leaders. And I can honestly say that because otherwise they wouldn't spend the 5 minutes listening to the interview or reading an article. So I really appreciate all of you for taking the time to doing it. And I really do hope the article and this conversation's of value. It's inspiring and gives you some good ideas to help you succeed in the future.
Well said, Steve. Thank you. Well, here's a question I have for you. One of the most important points in your article is that sustainability is often misunderstood. You argue that it's less about politics and more about business intelligence, risk management, and operational efficiency. So, what do you wish the ones you just referred to, cleaning industry leaders, understood about sustainability that many are still missing today?
The bottom line is, frankly, the bottom line. Sustainability is about good business. Most companies, most organizations run based on historical data. How they did last quarter, how they did this month, how they did against the budget. It's all historical. But, as we get even more competitive, which seems difficult to do because we're already so competitive, it's those little details that help companies make better decisions and increase their opportunity to be successful. So sustainability really looks at future issues that can affect the business. For example, for a cleaning contractor to think about labor stability, for distributors to think about how the weather may affect their supply chain, how it may affect their delivery vehicles. These things all come together, and sustainability reporting and thinking sustainably can just help us make better decisions. And at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. We have to succeed. A good idea that does nothing is really a waste of time. We have to help our company succeed. We have to help our industry succeed. We have to help our clients succeed. And that's what sustainability can help us do.
So, in your viewpoint, why is advocacy so critical right now? And what are the risks if our industry fails to participate in these conversations?
Well, I think the problem for many of us is we're a service industry. And the result of that is we're here to do what our clients ask us to do. And oftentimes it results in us not being leaders, especially when we know more about these issues, keeping our buildings clean and safe and healthy, than often our clients do. So it's important for us to express issues that are essential for accomplishing our goals. How do we address companies that misclassify their workers, that give them an unfair price advantage compared to more responsible companies that actually try to care for their workers, that actually train their workers? I mean, go figure, Jeff. Some companies actually train their workers. Some actually pay them fair benefits and actually pay them the legally required taxes and other things that go along with it. They actually have insurance programs. I mean, at some point, we have to understand that our workers really are essential. And with the challenges we have recruiting and importantly, retaining workers, we got to do better jobs keeping them, taking care of them. So sustainability can help us do these things. And it's up to us to be that voice, to be the ones telling our customers what good contracting really works like. So this is on us. This isn't on anybody else but us to stand up and to be helpful to our customers, to our industry, to make sure we're doing the right things.
Steve, last question. Near the end of the article, you introduce the idea of thinking sustainably as a mindset rather than a compliance exercise. Now, if you're speaking to cleaning company owners, facility managers, industry leaders, what should they do? What are some questions they might ask themselves or some focus they should have to make this reality, to make this all come together for them?
Well, I think the first thing people have to do is get educated. Right? You can't solve a problem, at least not well, if you really don't understand what the problem is. So the first thing that I would recommend to everyone listening in is that they join ISSA Sustainability Committee. It's free. Did you all hear that? It's free. So you can't beat that one. And beyond the price, the value to joining is legacy. Come on, sustainability is an issue that's here to stay. Be a part of it. Be a game changer. Be a leader. Be recognized for your contribution to what you're doing. So join ISSA Sustainability Committee. We have a number of educational programs. And importantly, get involved, right? That's what advocacy is about. Get involved. Let your voice be heard, and let's perfect your voice so that you really can speak with authority and help us make the world a better place.